All right, man. You ready?
Sure.
You doing the intro?
I'll go for it. I'll try it.
All right. Let me see how your intro skills are.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special episode of Tier List Tuesdays podcast. My name is YOYO, and I'm here with my co-host. What's his name again?
It's
No, hold on.
it's Teller Morose.
Teller Morose? That's right. Teller Morose is here. Guys, I'm excited about this one. We got a really fun episode.
I'm gonna go home. I was about to sit there and just be like, I'm right here. You don't gotta. By the way, I make music sometimes. Yeah, that was good, man.
Was it good? Was it good?
That was pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie. I went to go say your name, and I was like, Teller.
The T one. The fucking
All right,
nerd.
It's a bit now. All right, it's a bit.
Yeah.
All right,
also,
it's a bit now.
And we're a bit rusty, but happy Tuesday. Yeah, we got this special idea. We got a Melee Day, non-copyright. We're avoiding all of the boxing people.
We would never rip off anybody ever.
Yeah, ever. No one's ever done anything that we do before.
Mm-hmm. All original content.
Always. Yeah. So we got this thing. We have this special graph here. We very hastily made this, and it's just kind of a scale of whether or not you want to fight someone or not, and whether or not you would win. And we are going up against a bunch of different cereal mascots to see when, where, and how we'd kick their ass.
Or they would
just
kick ours.
Yeah.
There's some of them.
This nice,
it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we got a good spectrum going here.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun, man. Start us off with the first one, man.
Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
I don't know a whole lot about Tony the Tiger, but I do know one thing.
What do you know?
He works out.
He works out. He plays a lot of sports.
He does. He's real fit.
He's in pretty good shape, man.
He's also a tiger.
You know what? I forgot all about that for a second. That's kind of... Yeah, I will say he doesn't seem like all that bad of a guy.
He does.
Maybe every once in a while he might be a little pretentious, kind of a douche about how much he works out or something, but he doesn't seem all that bad of a guy.
I think if he was, it would definitely be in that, like, no, you need to come to the gym with me, bro.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. 100%. I don't want to fight him. I'm not hard pressed down to the bottom necessarily. I'd say like right now I'm about like only in terms of whether or not I want to fight. I'm like my mouse is giving up. I'm like here.
Okay.
And probably, let's go ahead and just like there for me.
Yeah, probably. There is one thing about him that does make me kind of want to fight him a little bit. And that is he's all the time like trying to encourage people to, be healthy, do sports, and live a healthy life, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, by the way, eat this cereal full of sugar. It's really good.
That's true. Hey guys, get your day started right with 8 pounds of powdered sugar.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of a dick move.
Yeah, well, a little bit of a hypocrite, that guy. I'm not a huge fan of that, although he does. We all got to make a living. I understand, sometimes you just don't have the choices.
But he's got the choices. Look
Does
at
he
him.
have the choices?
He's a muscular tiger who wears a bandana. He's got options out there.
I don't know, bro. How many job positions are there for muscular tigers with bandanas?
I mean, are we talking like nowadays?
Yes.
I mean, at least 3.
Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe he does have options then.
Yeah, I pushed us up one more on the I want to fight him side.
All right. Sounds good. I think that's
about it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not
wanna fight him.
100% convinced that I would lose.
Yeah,
But if
that's
I do win, it's probably because he held back.
yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, I don't know, man. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, maybe here, you know? It's like, yeah, big old pretentious tiger who's just hanging out with kids, telling them to eat sugary cereal, and then just yelling, "They're great!" Like, shut up, dude.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
All right. Yeah, Tony the Tiger would definitely kill me, and then probably eat me, because he hasn't had protein in a while, because all he eats is Frosted Flakes.
I have to imagine that he eats a healthy tiger diet.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
so we're
I
probably
don't
a
know
part
how
of
he
that
would
if
look with the way he does.
That, you know what? That's true. That's true. He's definitely getting his protein in. Good for him. Oh god, I broke the sheet. Next up, we got Toucan Sam. He's the Fruit Loops guy, right? Him and his nephews.
Yes.
His little ripoff of DuckTales they had going on.
Yeah, which is a bit interesting, right? Because he, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't show any particularly physical strength of any kind. But at the
Oh, for
same
sure.
time, if his counterpart is, Scrooge McDuck is like all kinds of crazy powerful.
That's true, but also Scrooge McDuck ain't, I don't think he's stepping into the ring with Toucan Sam. I feel like he's like, why would I fight the Walmart ripoff of myself?
Oh,
Or,
of
excuse
course
me, the
not.
Kellogg's ripoff of myself.
Yeah, Toucan
General
Sam
Mills?
is
Whatever.
way below Scrooge McDuck's pay grade, okay?
Yeah, for sure. Also, like you mentioned, he's not much of a fighter, but it does seem like he survives a lot of crazy, perilous adventures, you know?
Yeah.
Something tells me he's got a little bit of fight in him.
He seems resourceful.
Yeah, yeah. He seems like a nice enough guy, though. It's not like he's,
Yeah.
like, a horrible person. He's not, like, trying to steal anything necessarily. He's just going on crazy adventures to use Fruit Loops as a superpower or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, his little nephews or whatever seem to like him well enough. And,
Yeah, yeah. Are they
treats
part of
him
the
okay.
fight, or are they just, like, the coaches or something?
No, we can't fight kids. That's against the
Oh, yeah,
rules.
that's true. We'd get demonetized.
I'm going to retract those rules a little bit later, but right now, we can't fight kids.
Oh, I'd kick the shit out of a kid, but if we're not allowed to, that's fine. Yeah, show me on the grid where you think you're Lynn right now. Cuz bearing in mind he's a pretty nice dude. Definitely not a fighter.
Thinking about there.
Okay. I want to see. Here's the thing. I want to fight Toucan Sam less than I want to fight Tony the Tiger. So I feel like it would be down a little ways.
Maybe. I see. That's the thing.
Definitely,
I'm not,
I think. What's up?
I'm not
thinking,
super up on my Toucan Sam lore. Is the issue?
That's true. Right now, I'd say I'm about like here. Because I feel like I would definitely... Yeah, hold on. Yeah, now I'm curious. Does he have, like, magical Fruit Loop powers?
Yeah, see, that's what I was like. I don't know if there's anything he can do. He can smell Fruit Loops from great distances.
Are you... Hold on. Are you on the Toucan Sam fictional characters wiki?
I can be.
Oh, this is from Thundercats. It's not the same. Fruit Loops, Toucan Sam, superpowers. He exhibits the ability to. Oh, yep, that's what you read. Okay, so he can follow his nose pretty well. Any luck on whether or not he has superpowers? Whoa, hold on. The Maya Archaeology Initiative is a project of the World Free Press Institute. On June 2010, WFPI submitted a trademark application with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Interesting. Kellogg's sued this company because their toucan looked too similar to Toucan Sam.
Well, alrighty.
That makes me not want to fight Toucan Sam. It kind of makes me want to fight Kellogg's. But, you know.
So apparently his powers are
Oh, God.
smelling Fruit Loops and flying. So he's literally just a bird with a good nose. So yeah, I'm gonna say probably like this might be 100% win rate.
Now, hold
But
on.
we don't
You
wanna
did
fight
say that
him.
he can fly.
He can fly.
That's
I mean-
something I can't do. I still feel like I would win, but I don't think I'm moving left or right on my bet right now. I do
Okay,
think I'm
do
going
we-
to move
what-
up one because he's just a stupid bird, but
Do we count this like okay? Can he just fly away, or are we talking like this is steel cage match?
I mean, I would say if he flies away and leaves, then it would be considered a forfeit. But we also have to assume that he's got the drive to really want to fight if we're doing this.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, and I mean, if he's got to come down to my level to hit me, I mean, I think I've got this.
You know what? You're right. You're right. How about we kind of go to your level on the I would win. Wait, no, you want to go all the way 100%,
Yeah.
don't you? Okay.
Yeah. So
You know what?
I'm actually thinking maybe because you said I was thinking maybe somewhere down here.
That's
maybe.
yeah. You know what? Right where
Yeah.
you're at seems perfect.
Okay. All right.
All right. Oh, move your cursor. Oh no, you broke the thing.
Huh?
Oh, you're typing it. Okay.
I broke the thing.
No, you're fine. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay. The cell turned white, so I was like, what just happened?
Okay. I was like, I didn't break it. I just typed in the thing, man. I just did
Also,
what we do.
I'm just realizing we're gonna have to change these text colors to something else that's not gonna look the same as everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and make these like green. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
Because
See
now
what
they
you're
kind of
saying.
look like they're just part of the list, and that's not true. Cool. All right, next up we got the man, the myth, the legend,
Oh boy, the captain.
The Cap'n.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I feel like the Cap'n would absolutely kick my ass,
Really?
but at the same time, I really want to fight him just to see how far I'd get into that fight. I might be moving a little fast here, but I'm genuinely somewhere like here. It's like I really want to see that go to. Also, wouldn't you love to see me fight fucking Cap'n Crunch?
I mean, I would. I certainly would, because it would be absolutely absurd.
That would be
However,
incredible.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying, you consider it, Because I think about it. Have you ever seen his whole body, by the way? I don't know if I've ever looked at a picture of Cap'n Crunch's whole body.
I mean, I always assumed, yeah, he's really short and stocky. He's Napoleon, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But also, like, he made it pretty far through the ranks. He's a Cap'n, so that's pretty impressive. Also, his first name is Horatio.
Whoa. That's wild.
Yo, hold on. There's like a whole fucking backstory. This is incredible. Where was I
Wait,
reading
actually?
this? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. According to Crunch Facts, a website dedicated to the mascot, Horatio Crunch was adopted at a young age by John F. Kennedy and has a perfect 200 IQ. Captain Crunch's original animated television commercials use the slogan, "It's got corn for crunch, oats for punch, and it stays crunchy, even in milk." I don't want to fight him anymore. Yeah, so I'm like here now. I want to fight him a lot less, but I still have a feeling he'd kick my ass.
Maybe. I mean, he does have a sword. Like, canonically, he does have a sword, which is kind of wild to think about.
Pretty dope.
Yeah,
Hold on, are we allowing him to use the sword?
of course.
Do I get a weapon of my choice? Do you get a weapon of your choice?
Nah, I don't think that's fair.
You think he gets the sword, but we're going like bare knuckle?
Well, I assumed because like I don't have a. See, that's the thing. My image doesn't include a sword, you know. Mm-hmm. But his image does.
Not all of them, though.
No, not all of them, but maybe not.
Some of them.
Some of them.
Let's say no weapons for the sake, because like Tony the Tiger didn't have a weapon.
Tony the Tiger is a weapon.
Exactly. We didn't give him the chance of having the extra, reach and sharpness. So why should we give it to Captain Crunch?
Okay, I guess.
I'm thinking it's like a bare knuckle kind of thing.
All right.
Use your fists or your feet or your head or whatever, but
I don't know. Captain Crunch is. He's kind of short and stocky. I don't know.
Yeah, the more I'm looking at him, the more I'm like, you know what, man? Like, he's getting up there in age a little bit, which isn't such a bad thing. But I also I don't want to just destroy him if he's not in his prime, right?
Yeah. That's fair. Although,
but I feel like that does make me want to move like a good bit this way. Maybe even over here.
See, this is really up in the air for me, but I do feel like I don't know. I don't have any combat experience really, but I know he probably does. He's probably boarded many ships and stolen much booty. So
That's true. Including Captain Crunch, if I'm not mistaken. Points
probably
back this way.
So do I want to fight him? I want you to fight him. I don't really want to fight him myself, but I would like to watch someone else fight him. I think that would be fun.
Okay. So how about we go like right here? Because you don't really want to fight him. I still kind of want to fight him, to be honest, just to see how it goes.
All right. I think that's.
How about here?
Oh.
Because part of me, it's like the age is definitely a factor for the both of us. I'm currently still in my mid-20s. He's probably, a lot older than I am. Like, at least twice my age,
I think that's fair. Until we know further. I mean, maybe you get into this fight and it turns out that he's just like super duper experienced and just
has like 8 black belts and just punches trees for fun, like.
Or maybe it turns out that he's in as bad a shape as he looks, and he just can't put up a fight. Who knows? But I think that's fair.
It would either be extremely exciting or just very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Cereal's good though.
Yeah, I actually like
fuck up
Crunch
some crunch berries. Yeah. I know you're not the all berries type of guy, but
nah.
I like getting a. Damn it! I did it again.
Crunch berries are okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say I like getting a box of Oops All Berries and a box of regular Captain Crunch, and then if I'm feeling more berries than Captain, I can kind of mix it myself. That's
fair.
That's a life hack for you. Anyway, next, god damn, the whole list moves every time I scroll. Next up we got Lucky the Leprechaun. Lucky Charms.
Yeah.
What is that guy? The guy on YouTube, he's like number 10. You can see here in the background that Lucky the Leprechaun is stepping into the ring. Chills. It's chills. Anyway, Lucky the Leprechaun from Lucky Charms. I'm still doing it. I don't mean to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you didn't stop there. You picked it back up, and actually, when
Lucky
I started
Charms.
to talk, I felt
kind of felt like you were about to do it.
Pulling on me. I was like, no, get away, stop. I don't want to live that life.
That's Chill's superpower. He makes you talk like he does.
Deadly.
It is pretty deadly. Makes me want to fight him. Yeah, so we got Lucky the Leprechaun from Lucky Charms being a small man. Small Irish man. Bear that in mind. Pretty sure he's Irish. He does have magical powers when it comes to his Lucky Charms.
I was trying to remember what magical powers does he actually exhibit.
He made the marshmallows grow in size, and then he hopped on one and flew away in it, so the kids wouldn't catch him. He also had like the power of space for a little while when they had the star-shaped ones. I don't know what the power of space means necessarily, but like he got it, you know.
Apparently, they all have their own specific powers. The heart charm gives life to objects. The star charm gives the power of flight. The horseshoe charm gives the power of speed. Clover gives power of luck. Blue moon gives invisibility. Rainbow gives teleportation. Red balloon gives floating. Why does he have floating and flight? Who needs this? Unicorn gives color to the world.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm going like here, maybe here.
He's pretty strong.
Oh no, we're not going any more to the right. Like he's got all those. He brings color to the world. I almost don't want to fight him for that.
He does seem most of the time generally nice, right? Like,
but here's the thing. Here's why it's so high up on I want to fight him, for me at least. He doesn't share. Like, give some kids some fucking superpowers, man.
I don't know.
Chronicle?
I think it's...
The reason why Chronicle existed was because they found some fucking Lucky Charms.
I think it's better that maybe he doesn't share the superpowers. I think it's probably best if he keeps that power under control.
It's best for Michael B. Jordan's career. Pretty sure he was in Chronicle.
Sure.
Hey, Michael B. Jordan, do you want to beat up Lucky the Leprechaun? Also, did you spell Leprechaun correctly?
Nope.
Okay.
That's a B. That's
I was looking at that and I was like, the liberation.
Yeah, B's not even close to P. That means I spelled it that way purposefully. Like I thought that was correct.
No, leave it. Leave it. It's beautiful.
Oh, leave it? It's beautiful?
Yeah,
okay.
100% leave it like that.
All right.
Yeah, Lucky is kind of a dick, I'm going to be honest. Because it's like, I understand why he doesn't want the kids to have the superpowers now that I'm thinking about it. Because, like, imagine the movie Are We There Yet? But, like, all the kids have Lucky Charms powers. That would be so chaotic. I would hate it.
Yeah.
So that makes me not want to beat up a cereal mascot. But I still kind of just wish he would at least, like, share a little bit and be like, now you understand why I'm not giving you all of this shit. Because you would be too powerful and you're not old enough to quite understand the responsibility that this power comes with.
I'm trying to remember, what exactly does he do in the commercials?
He escapes from the kids, man. The kids are like trying to sneak up on him, and they're like, oh, we're going to catch this son of a bitch leprechaun now. And then, you know, he uses magic powers and he escapes and he gets to the next place and then he hides and he tries to eat his Lucky Charms again, but the kids keep coming after him. The kids kind of have superpowers in their own right if you think about it, because, like, how are they finding him so fast? Maybe they're using Toucan Sam to sniff out the Lucky Charms or something?
Maybe.
I don't think it's just a battle royale.
I think Toucan Sam's nose is specifically tuned in to Fruit Loops and probably would not be very helpful here, but, you know.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, without magical powers, I 100% would want to beat the ever-living god out of Lucky the Leprechaun if he didn't have his powers. I'd be full top right.
If I beat him, do I get his powers?
We'll say winner of each round gets 1 to 3 boxes of the cereal that the mascot represents.
And does that cereal give me the power?
I'm gonna say for Lucky Charms the answer is yes, because it seems like the marshmallows give him the powers, whereas Toucan Sam can just sniff, you know.
Well,
so
that's
clearly
true.
We're beating the shit out of Toucan Sam, but we're not going to be able to fly when we're done.
Yeah.
We're just going to be able to say that we beat up a toucan.
If it is true that I do get his powers upon beating him and consuming the Lucky Charms, I want to beat the crap out of this man. I I know it's probably not going to go well because he has the powers. But maybe he'll underestimate. Maybe he won't teleport correctly, or maybe he'll instant transmission behind me to try to nothing personnel kid me. But I'll be expecting it because I know the meme, and I'll get him. So
that sounds like a solid plan, bro.
I'm glad you think so. I like this placement. I think it's pretty good.
Okay. All right. Lucky the how did you LEBRECHAUN? Hell yeah.
It's almost correct. It's really close to correct.
Yeah. No, you were damn.
I don't know why I put a B.
That's all right.
But apparently my brain was like, yeah, B. That's down there. Go ahead and put that in there. Chip.
It's fine. Yeah, who's next?
Chip the Wolf.
Cookie Crisp. Chip
Used to be my favorite cereal.
Really?
Absolutely loved it.
Okay.
Ate it all the time.
I'm cool with that. It's a good one. Man, he's kind of just like a wolf, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
He's a wolf who's like crazy hungry for Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
I mean, you can start the placement if you want.
He tries to steal Cookie Crisp from children and regularly fails. He's also, I mean, I guess he's not a good boy because he does try to steal Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
But he definitely looks like a good boy. I kind of want to give him a nice little scratch behind the ear, you know.
So
I don't really want to fight him.
If I remember correctly, he looks very like malnourished.
He's real skinny.
No, he doesn't look. Yeah, he is pretty skinny, but he's not like absurd. Some of them he's wearing clothes. That's kind of interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah, the ones that I was used to, he wore clothes.
Oh, really? I remember him not wearing clothes. But I think that's just because I saw the front of the cereal boxes where he wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, not as a... I mean, I'm glad he doesn't look as malnourished as I remember, because that would be kind of uncomfortable to look at a cereal box with a starving animal on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. At the end of the day, he is still kind of like a very hungry wolf. So part of me says I wouldn't win that fight because wolves are very ferocious.
Well, see, here's the thing about him, though. He's not wolf-sized. He's only, like, regular human-sized. Like, he's like a small adult human, whereas an actual wolf is, like, gigantic.
That's true. Huh.
He's also not... He's not hungry for meat. He's hungry for Cookie Crisp. So
that's true. That helps.
I don't think he's going to be particularly like bloodthirsty. Honestly, he can't even steal Cookie Crisp from children. So I'm pretty sure he's basically harmless.
You're feeling that more in the I would win, but you don't want to fight him kind of category.
Yeah, I think he's definitely in there somewhere. I mean, he is a wolf, so I think he's definitely less defenseless than Toucan Sam.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the same time, I also really would love to just, you know, give him a couple pats, you know?
Yeah.
A couple pats, maybe a Cookie Crisp if he, you know, rolls over or something, whatever.
I do appreciate that he wears clothes in some of the pictures. I didn't know that was a thing that was a part of his canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little get up. Kind of makes me think like, oh man, if I had like a pet dog that like wore people clothes and could talk, like that'd be a cool movie. I'd watch that. I definitely wouldn't want to fight him.
Yeah.
Points going down. Pretty even with Toucan Sam, honestly. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
On the how much I want to fight them. Because like Toucan Sam seems all right.
I think that's pretty
so does
fair
Chip
placement.
the Wolf. Yeah. All right, we good right here?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Chip the Wolf. I was gonna type from Cookie Crisp. That is not important. Yeah, who do we got next? Buzz the Bee.
Let me check and make sure that Buzz the Bee is actually his name because I'm not 100% on that one.
Yeah, what's the cereal?
It's
Cheerios. Yeah,
Cheerios. Yeah, okay. He is Buzz. Buzz the Bee.
And hear me out on this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because he... Okay, so here's the thing. He does save the day in a couple of the commercials.
He does.
Will you delete Chip the Wolf from the list? It's gonna kill me a little bit. Plus, you're over top of it, yeah. Thank you. I'm thinking like here, because he's a B. At the end of the day, I don't care what you say. He's a B.
Yeah.
And all of the commercials that I remember are either him talking to adults while he is very, very small,
Yeah.
or he's inside his little beehive colony thing, and he's like saving the day or whatever, which is cool, and that's part of the reason why I don't want to fight him. But also, he's a bee. And now I'm just imagining stepping into a ring with big-ass boxing gloves on and trying to fight a bee.
See, okay, here's the thing about it. I think he could actually be incredibly obnoxious to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He is, however, also a honeybee, right?
Yeah.
And therefore he has a stinger.
Yeah,
and
but that's a bee sting compared to, getting... If I hit him, he's getting, like, obliterated.
Well, see, that's the issue, right? Because if he hits you, he's also getting obliterated. Because he dies.
True.
So, he
does have the honey scepter thing that he has, but also, like... Oh, we're not counting weapons. He's not allowed to have that. Unless I get a weapon of my choice, which will be a fly swatter.
Yeah.
Or a big-ass spatula.
He definitely gets obliterated. I 100% agree with that. I actually do kind of want to fight him just because I think he's kind of annoying.
Yeah. He's higher up than most,
Yeah.
He should be higher than Lucky the Leprechaun on how much I want to fight him. I'll be real. I think he's like one space higher, but then like we're clearly winning.
We can go for that. I don't know if I want to fight him that much, but at the same time, I don't know how many cereal mascots I really want to fight. I mean, they're meant to be people that we, like, and people that we think would, be giving us a good recommendation. So, yeah, I guess that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not really in a big like, who would I fight kind of mood. I'm not like in the mood of being like, oh, I could definitely kick their ass. Yeah, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I mean, they're okay. I will say Buzz the Bee, though, like, if I had the opportunity, and they're like, bro, there's like $500 on the table if you do this, 100% taking that money and just destroying him, I'm not in a fighting mood, but I would kill Buzz the Bee for $500.
Yeah, the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, I don't know, man. That kind of sounds pretty rough. I don't know if he deserves that.
No, I would just straight up murder him for like month's rent at my place.
Okay, well, we can leave it where it is then, buddy.
I want to assassinate Buzz the Bee.
Taking a hard stance here, eh?
Not really. It's just like, I don't know. Like So here's the thing. Part of me actually says bring some points down because he is promoting like kind of one of the more healthier cereals. And, like even with the commercials where, he's talking to adults, he's like, it's good for your heart, which is like relatively true compared to, Lucky Charms or Cap'n Crunch or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, maybe part of it goes down, but like the hypothetical is still in my head. How about here? Does that look appropriate?
Yeah, I think that's a little better.
Buzz the the bee. I'm sorry, I'm roasting you about a spelling mistake. Tier list, okay. Next up, we got...
Wait, did I do another spelling mistake?
No, you didn't. I was going to type in Buzz the Leprechaun with a B in it. Because B is what he is, and there's a B, and the Leprechaun spelling... I'm sorry. Next we're doing Trixx the Rabbit from Silly Rabbit Tricks Are for Kids. If you don't know it, you're wrong. Trixx... Is his name Trixx the Rabbit?
It's actually just Trixx Rabbit, not the rabbit.
But he is a rabbit, so I mean,
Yep.
How about... So he's Trixx Rabbit the Rabbit.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. I can't say much because Lucky the Leprechaun and Buzz the Bee are also pretty, like... Dumb. Anyway, man, I don't remember much about Trixx the Rabbit. I just remember, like, again, he kept, like, not wanting kids to eat his cereal, which already
He's actually the opposite.
Oh, he wants the cereal and the kids don't let him have it.
Yeah,
That's
he's in the
right,
same
that's
boat with
right.
Chip the Wolf. But the difference is actually that he... So firstly, he ended up actually getting some cereal.
Really?
Because they had a vote to see whether or not the rabbit should be allowed to eat Trixx.
Like a public poll of just like, should we give the rabbit some Trixx? And everyone's like, yes.
Yes, it was overwhelmingly yes.
Interesting.
And so they made a commercial where the kids actually let the rabbit have some Trixx. But potentially the reason that the rabbit is not allowed to have Trixx in the first place is because rabbits do not do well on a diet that is really high in sugars like that.
Huh. Is that like a canon, like they explain that? Where it's like you can't have this because there's...
No.
Okay.
It's just a theory. A
Okay,
cereal theory.
okay. Hey, Matt Pat. we got a video idea for you. I'm sorry. He does have the food theory thing now, so maybe, you know.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, I don't really want to fight Trixx the Rabbit. It's kind of...
Yeah.
It's not like it's more like an irritation kind of thing. Like I have a cat, for example, and the cat likes to go and like jump into things that she should not be a part of. And so every once in a while, I'm like, oh my god, you're very annoying, and I'll pick her up and move her to wherever, you know, away from whatever she's getting into. And it kind of reminds me of that a little bit, where it's like, hey, you can't have the cereal. I know you want it, but like, you don't. It's bad. Don't do that. But how big is he also? Because I remember him being like a very large rabbit.
He's pretty big. I believe he is basically human-sized.
How big is... Why would you name your rabbit after a cereal that it can't have? I'm sorry.
I mean, technically, I don't even know if his name is actually supposed to be Trixx originally. I think maybe originally he was actually just Silly Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows?
Oh, you know, again, there's a... I'm on hero.fandom.com and looking at the Trixx Rabbit. In the trivia section, it says, to many people, the Trixx Rabbit is regarded as the most sympathetic cereal mascot, most likely due to his constant deprivation from his own cereal, even if he is on the box of the product itself. And I hard agree with that. I'm like, you know, I don't want to fight him. He just wants some fucking cereal. He can't have it. Which is actually the next bullet point. It says, it is unknown why he can't have Trixx cereal, either to teach kids about stealing or possibly because in real life rabbits can't have sugar or fruits. Which is what the cereal is portrayed as having. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to fight Trixx the Rabbit or the Trixx Rabbit. I'm placing a bet here, or not a bet. My opinion is probably like down here or here rather.
Yeah. I was literally about to put my marker in the same spot.
Okay. Well, that's good, because like he is a rabbit at the end of the day. Even if he's a big rabbit, you know, if he's a big rabbit, there's a chance he might, you know, bite through one of my limbs or something.
Yeah. So that was one thing I was kind of considering, was whether or not being a big rabbit gives him particular dangerous combat prowess. And I don't really think it does. Because I don't think, I mean, he's probably fast and really, really agile. And if you let him get a good kick in, you might be in trouble.
Yeah, you might be breaking a couple bones, you know?
But he's probably pretty fragile. And
he doesn't seem like he wants to fight, you know?
No, he really doesn't.
He seems like the kind of person that would put all of these other mascots in the bottom left corner. And just like, no. I just want some cereal, you guys. I don't want to fight nobody.
Yeah. So I feel pretty good with that placement.
Yeah. All right, Trixx the Rabbit. I don't feel like changing it. Okay, so I noticed that next up here you put the Flintstones,
Yep.
the Pebbles. That's right. That's right.
Yep. Cocoa and Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's a pretty big cereal. Whenever I think of the Flintstones, I'm like, oh yeah, the TV show, the Hanna-Barbera stuff, not the assorted goods that they have based on them.
Yeah.
Bro, they're kicking my ass. Honestly,
Exactly. They would
They're
100% destroy
Bam
me.
Bam would probably have like
Exactly.
an easy go of it.
That's what I was like. Yeah, I'm gonna take back that rule about fighting children later because I wanted to bring that up as well. Bam Bam would absolutely obliterate me, and there's nothing I could do to stop it.
Even without the club, like I still have a feeling.
Oh,
that
yeah,
Bam
no,
Bam would just pick me up by the ankles and then pretend I am the club.
By the toe, bro.
Yeah.
Just bam, bam. It's literally gonna be Loki versus Hulk. It's
one
the
hand
same
over each,
thing.
one hand wrapped around each of my big toes, just swinging me around the fucking ring.
Yeah.
Someone please animate that. Just bam bam and me flying around the room.
I mean that is spot on exactly how it would go, man. And
Yeah.
there's nothing to be done about that.
I'm trying to think if there's any of them that I would. What are the wives? What are their names again?
Oh, I don't know, bro.
So I know it's Fred and Barney, right? Barney's the blonde one. Fred Flintstone is
Yes.
Yeah.
Wilma.
Wilma.
Is Fred's
I wanted to
wife,
say
and
Velma, but that's Scooby Doo. Wilma and
Betty.
Betty. I wouldn't have guessed that. Yeah, no, I think even Betty's kicking my ass. Like I don't
Yeah, probably.
think about it,
I mean,
when you're a caveman and you don't have the luxuries of like sitting on a couch and watching TV and ordering Postmates like I do sometimes. Like she's got to be in some fucking scary good shape.
she is probably at least as strong as Bam Bam, and that's too strong already.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And then Fred Flintstone is like Poseidon, you know.
now the question is, do you want to fight them? Because I really don't want to fight them because I'm certain that I would lose, and frankly, they seem like generally nice folks for the most part.
Yeah, I feel like if they were my neighbors, I would be like a little annoyed with them, mainly because their kid makes so much fucking noise. So
True.
that would probably irritate me a little bit, but like that's not the situation. The
But
situation is
you're not
like
going to do anything about it. You know?
they're offering you the chance to step into a ring and fight them. And no, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, even if they were your neighbor and their kid was being obnoxious, you're not going to go over there.
No,
You're
dude,
not gonna
Bam
go
Bam's probably
talk
like
to them.
800 pounds. Like we don't know.
Yeah,
Bam Bam has like 0.4% body fat and is
you
6
gotta
months old.
put a little bit of respect on the Flintstone name, bro.
It's true. It's true. Also, their car is foot powered and made of like bone and
And you know what? I'm not going to race him either.
Yeah, no. Usain Bolt should be afraid to challenge Fred Flintstone to a race, man.
You darn right.
Probably got the legs of a fucking god.
So I'm
And you know
honestly
what? He doesn't
thinking-
even wear pants, right? Fred Flintstone?
No.
I think he's
I
just
don't
got
wanna
like
think about that.
the loincloth kind of thing. I'm thinking about it right now because I'm thinking like imagine if you like decided, "Oh yeah, I'll fight Fred Flintstone," and then you step in the ring and he's not wearing pants and you just see his like scary monster legs that he probably has from pushing a fucking car around all day to get to work. Like that's terrifying to think about.
That's pretty fair.
We're going a hard bottom left.
A hard bottom left. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the Flintstones got some combat prowess. Some combat potential. Oh, I broke the whole list again. There we go. Oh man, next up we got the crazy squares. The cinnamon toast mascots that just eat each other. That's it, right?
Really, yeah, yes. I don't know about this one. I have no clue because, okay, if they are, as they appear to be, just singular pieces of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they're tiny, and I could easily destroy them.
Right. They are.
But
They
have
are
you
made of.
seen? They eat each other. Like their whole body, like opens up, and just, whoosh, and then there's nothing left. It's like
Right.
they take them into like a void.
Mm-hmm.
What if I go to like step on them, and they just eat a piece of my foot? What am I gonna do about that?
You're kind of out of commission.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if these guys are. They might be unbeatable. They might have too much Toon Force power.
Can I? Can I tell you about a book that I read that came to mind as we brought up the crazy squares?
You can, but I'm a little scared.
You should be. It's a book. It's a book by Michael Crichton, however you pronounce it. Very famous author. He wrote a book called Prey. It's a novel about like these nearly microscopic creatures that were like being studied in a research facility, and then they break out and they essentially can eat you very fast. And that's kind of what I imagine. There's just an army of these little crazy squares from Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials, and they all just gang up on me, and I turn into a skeleton.
Yeah, see, that's... I don't know, man. Like, on the one hand, I'm like, they're just squares of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like, I could just crush them, and that would be it, and they're gone. On the other hand, maybe they just eat me, and that would be it. That would be all she wrote.
It's going to be a quick match one way or another. Either you're stepping on them, and they're out, and they're dead, or they're eating you alive within a couple of seconds. And then they make a Cinnamon Morose Crunch because they all taste like me because they ate me. Buy it today, or don't. Buy it today if you want me to die.
Yeah. Oof. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they are incredibly dangerous because they look incredibly dangerous. I mean, I've never seen anything more deranged in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of want to fight them to determine whether or not they do have this power.
Okay, so you would be willing to take that risk of
I'm a
your own
scientist.
life? I mean, for the sake of science, you would be willing to get possibly eaten very quickly by the crazy squares?
I mean, that's the best part about it, right? It would be quick. So even if it does turn out that I'm going to get absolutely obliterated, I will not have long to suffer.
That's fair. Are the crazy squares like the current mascot for Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I believe so. I don't think it has changed. I mean, I know there was a thing at one point where they were talking about getting rid of the crazy squares.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Nah, there must still be the mascot. Yeah, they definitely are.
I'm very curious because if that's the case, man, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna assume that that's the case and ask if there can be shrimp involved in this somehow, preferably shrimp tails. This is an old joke; it doesn't matter anymore.
I don't understand this joke.
Oh, there was a tweet where someone posted a picture and they were like, "Hey, why are there shrimp tails in my Cinnamon Toast Crunch?" And then everyone freaked out about it because it looked like shrimp tails was in a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then they're like, no, it's just a bunch of cinnamon that's gotten like kind of congealed together. And then a bunch of biology people looked at it and they're like, nope, I can see the specific parts of the shrimp tail. Like that's 100% a shrimp tail from what I can see in this picture. And now I think it's to the point where they're giving out free boxes or something like that. I don't know.
Neat.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting little Twitter news thing that happened. So if I'm allowed to bring shrimp tails with me to this fight, I'm gonna win.
Shrimp tail contamination incident. What?
Oh, you're looking it up. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that guy also got verified on Twitter for that, so that's pretty interesting. imagine like Twitter gives you the blue check for being the guy that found shrimp in your cinnamon toast crunch one morning. And it's like, oh, cool, someone talked about me in a news article, so now I have this blue check mark that makes it look like I'm important.
I mean, to be fair, I was
pretty
talked about a news article, so
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think I'd take that and be like, yo, you're verified. Like, what do you do? And it's, oh yeah, I found shrimp in my cereal one time. Like, that's a story, you know.
It is a story. I'm kind of feeling around here.
Really? You're going up there on the wanna fight.
I mean, I could go. I could go down a little bit. I could go here-ish, just as like a, I want to fight them. I don't really want to fight them, but at the same time, I want to fight them because I want to know.
How about right above the purple?
Right above the purple? Sure.
Yeah, because I don't really want to fight them, to be honest. I could pass on that, but I can see your need to. I don't know, like, if they were like, for $500, will you fight the crazy squares, excuse me, and possibly get eaten by them? I'd be like, nah, I'm good. But also, if I want a quick death,
I am. It's kind of funny because I'm over here like, yeah, I'd do it for science, and you're like, $500?
No, I just want to die.
No way. But death? Yeah, no. If you can promise me death, I guess sure I'll go for it.
All right, yeah. How about right where I'm at now? That seems pretty good. All right.
That seems fair.
I told myself, hey, I kind of want to die, and then I moved it up one more.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I noticed.
All right, the last one we got is honestly my favorite one. The animated CGI, whatever, Scary Apple Man and Cinnamon, the Jamaican role of, yeah. Here I come, I am Cinnamon. That was always like my favorite thing to hear in those commercials. Because it was just
pretty good.
I just imagined like it actually just being like some dude who's like getting ready to start his day. He's like got his backpack ready. He's on his way to work, and that's what he says as he walks down his steps. Just, here I come, I am Cinnamon. And everyone's just like, what's up, dude? You know? Everyone just likes the guy because he just sings all the time. I definitely don't... Well, hold on. We're fighting both of them?
Yeah.
It's not Cinnamon is on our side because he's the good guy against the bad guy?
No, absolutely.
No, it's a 2-on-2, you and me versus Cinnamon and the bad apple?
Yes.
I gotta say it with a little bit of an accent. No, I apologize, but that's how he says it. It makes me smile.
It's almost unavoidable because it's meant to be pronounced that way.
That's true. Man, do you think there was a point during their marketing campaign where they got along and they put some apple flavoring in the Apple Jacks?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because I don't want to fight Cinnamon at all, but I would absolutely love to just wail on that apple.
I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did really want to fight them.
Okay.
Both. I don't know. They just have this this competition going on with each other, and I honestly just feel like they either need to put it to rest and just say, you know what, they're good, and to just stick with that and just be friends and call it good, or they need to take it one step further. They gotta put an end to this rivalry, bury the hatchet, if you will.
So hear me out. Let me pitch a marketing idea to you.
Oh, no.
Sorry for the plosive there. So it's the last commercial, right? With Cinnamon and the Bad Apple. And finally, they're like, skateboarding together or something like that. And you realize like, oh, hey, they're getting along. This is pretty cool. And then, they're doing cool skateboard tricks. And they're just like, oh, hey, that was pretty cool, Bad Apple. And he goes, thanks, Cinnamon. And then they skateboard their way to a wrestling ring where they fight us. For $500. And that's how the commercial is. It's like they get ready to get into the ring, and then whatever happens next in our heads is how the commercial goes.
Nice.
So I'm kind of imagining it. I would probably, before the fight starts, I'd be, really shaking Cinnamon's hand and be like, hey, man, this is going to be great. We're going to be good friends after this. You want to grab a beer afterward? That'd be cool. And then I look over at Bad Apple and I'm like, oh man, I don't know about you, man, and you've been kind of mean. And then Cinnamon's like, no, he's a good guy now, I promise. And then the fight starts.
Now, see, meanwhile, I'm sitting in the corner just, like, shooting daggers and doing that, like, finger across the throat.
Yeah. To both of them.
Yeah, to both of them. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, 100%.
So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and place where I think I would put myself. And
Okay.
you put down your marker where you think you would land. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, okay. Okay. Man, you really don't like... I like Cinnamon, man. He's a cool guy.
I don't really specifically have a problem with Cinnamon, but I feel like... I don't know. I feel like they need to be taught a lesson. I don't know what the lesson is,
I was going to
but
say
I know
that.
I would enjoy teaching it.
I knew you were going to say you didn't know what the lesson is, but I was like, I can just imagine you just being like, let me teach you a lesson. And then just beat them up and not have any actual lesson.
You darn right.
Just kick their ass and be like, all right, now continue as the way you were because it was totally fine. All right, so
Did you learn?
Let's meet in the middle. Actually, you know what? Convince me to want to fight them more or to make me think I would win more.
Wait, why do you think you would lose? Just so we're on the same page here, because
So-
all they do is run.
Well, that's the thing, right? Is canonically speaking, because I remember one commercial specifically where they were 3D animated into the real world, and Cinnamon was skateboarding, which makes me like him. They're pretty big. They're not Apple or Cinnamon sized. They're probably like half of our height, like up to our waists a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
somewhere in that area. Bad Apple has a massive mouth. I feel like he would bite a whole leg off if he had the chance.
It's also
remember
got two massive eyeballs.
That's true. He does have some easy targets, but I feel like he takes good care of his teeth, and he's got some chompers on him.
But
Cinnamon,
you know
I
how
don't-
easily apples bruise.
That's also true. They also have pretty tiny limbs, from what I remember.
Yes.
Like
very,
stick thin.
very small.
Yeah.
Like super breakable.
Okay, so you've convinced me here, and a little bit here. I'm not gonna lie, because the more I think about how bad Apple is, I'm getting riled up.
Yeah, have you seen his mouth from the side?
Oh God, no! Do you have an image of that?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Well, that's the lowest quality image I've ever seen in my entire life. Wow.
If you could
Is
either
this
text
better?
it to me or send it in
Oh God,
chat.
that's so much worse. Okay, yeah, sure. we'll do this one. Yeah, yep, we're having this saved on the computer. Love that. That's great.
Oh,
The
shit, you're sending
quality.
it through Skype, aren't you?
Oh, should I not?
I mean, you can. That's totally fine. I'll have to
Okay.
pull away from the list for a second, but that's all right.
The quality is abysmal, absolutely abysmal.
Oh.
Look at that. Isn't that just terrible?
I hate it.
Yeah, really makes you want to destroy him, doesn't it?
Okay, so 2 more points.
Now, here's my problem with Cinnamon.
Do I need to go back
Look.
to that picture for reference?
Yeah,
All right.
look at how tall his head is. His body is tiny.
I mean, yeah,
He's
he is a. I was gonna say he's pretty cartoonish. He is a cartoon.
yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of got the long boy face. I feel like okay. So yeah, if it were just Cinnamon, I'd be like bottom right. Where it's just like, yeah, he just seems like a cool dude. I don't want to fight him, but I would definitely like murder him in a fight. But then I keep looking back over at Apple, and I'm like, oh God, something about him just like it gives me the creeps. You know, I get the heebie-jeebies from him. Look at his lips. Like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
that?
yes. Yeah. He's got like this wild, like, his lips come out so far and they're like pointed like the skin of an apple.
Also, he doesn't have like molars. He doesn't have anything other than front teeth.
Just the front teeth. How terrible.
That's, you know what?
He's horrendous.
You're right. You're in the right place. I think I would want to fight them more and more the more I think about it. And I do think we'd be pretty on par to win that.
And I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
if we win this fight, we can make some real good cinnamon apples.
It's just like some guy comes out with like a mop for like all the blood in the ring. They're just like, no. Get a dustpan. We're taking this home.
I got the Ziploc bags, bro.
Jesus Christ. Hey, you know what? You're right where you're at. Just go ahead and throw the cinnamon and bad apple.
Okay,
Fuck 'em.
all
Get
right.
out of here.
Oh boy, oh boy. I have to remember where my and sign is on my keyboard. Love it.
Shift 7.
7. Got it. Alrighty.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was beautiful, man. I'm noticing the more I look at this, we don't have a lot of like moderate choices. It's all very like either I want to beat them up or
Well, the problem is
Cap'n Crunch is the only one that's like severely moderate.
there's some moderate on like one or the other, but most of the time they either have a really strong personality that makes them really nice, or there's a really, really good incentive to want to destroy them, or alternatively, they are incredibly powerful and would destroy us, or they're completely defenseless and we would destroy them.
Yeah.
There's very little like room for in-betweens, you know?
That's true. That's true.
None of them are just like a guy. Except Captain
Yeah,
Crunch.
yeah,
He's
Cap'n
the
Crunch.
only one that's a guy.
Oh, you know what? That's all the other one are not human. He's the only human.
Flintstones.
Oh, no, Flintstones are cavemen. That's a different breed.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I think they're still humanish.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
All right.
Yeah, they're close. They're more human than Tony the Tiger, I guess.
I agree.
Yeah. Man, this this was really dumb.
I loved it.
It was great.
It was
No,
good.
this was a fun one.
I do sometimes wish that they had a little bit more lore that I could readily access to determine their strengths and weaknesses. But you know
Yeah.
what? Conjecture is fine as well.
Check out our other channel where we give our own lore to each Leprechaun cereal mascot. I was looking at Lucky the Leprechaun when I said that. I meant all of the cereal mascots, but we're not doing that.
Yeah, nah.
Anyway, yeah, this has been really fun. And if you guys like it, go ahead and throw down a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. We'll know either way what you mean. If you want to see other goofy, random, long or short form content, we have tons of stuff coming up on here. Please subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And yeah, if you want to see more of this, I'm sure we'll probably make another one just because it's fun. But yeah. I just thought we'd change up the format a little bit. Yo-Yo, any concluding thoughts, comments, anything? Oh, hold on. Check out our social media. We're gonna be posting stuff more often there. Here's what they are. Cool, great. Yo-Yo, any closing thoughts?
Honestly, I really wasn't sure what we were in store for today,
Yeah, me neither.
and I'm really glad that we got what we did.
Yeah, this
I
is good.
think this was fun, and fun is what I was looking for.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you had as much fun as I did.
Hell yeah. And goodbye.